Welcome to Generation Dragons, episode 53, Steve?
Yeah.
53. So, Steve, it's good to see you, as always, liking the shirt.
Thank you, sir. Loving your sweater.
Ding, ding. How are you, fine friend? How are you?
Good. I'm looking forward to watching some Halo. I know we're after this, we'll be more than halfway through the season. So
Yeah, I can't talk about it because I haven't watched last week's episode or this week. Well, obviously not this week's episode. So we were in Toronto and we did not get a chance to watch it. So
lips sealed, except for when we talk during this video and whenever else we talk. But no Halo.
No Halo. No Halo today. But anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. Appreciate it as always. Remember, if you like our video, if you're new, we click like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Or if you like us over your ears and your ear holes, continue to listen and subscribe to our podcast on your podcasting platforms. Anywho, Steve, we always talk about some weird things and stuff that's going on. We've brought some of the games that we're going to talk about up in our past conversations, but today we figured we'd talk about some strange and weird games that are just not normal.
Yeah, there's a ton of them, and I kind of popped some up there that I remember playing and loving. There's one or two I popped in there that I didn't actually play, but I popped in there because I was like, I'm never playing that weird ass game. But anyway, did you want to kick it off and just get into going with our list?
Yeah, sure. We'll go. Actually, Steve, I just remembered one that's not on our list.
Pop it on or mention it.
Dr. Mario. The game itself is right. It's Tetris. It's Nintendo's Tetris, but why is he a doctor? Where is he licensed? What is he giving the pills for?
What doesn't Mario do? He's done everything in every game almost.
That's true. He's never wielded a sword or a gun, but that would be the only things, right? I mean, throwing fireballs works. But yeah,
I think from a Italian plumber, the fireballs wouldn't be coming out of his hands.
Yeah,
coming out of his ass.
Yeah, this is true.
Flaming meatballs.
Flaming meatball. Hey, maybe they're flaming meatballs, but hey, he's always tripping on shrooms anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You're right. Crawling down pipes all high on shrooms, and
that's it. Yeah, what else are you supposed to do?
I kind of agree with you. I didn't consider Dr. Mario weird because I grew up playing it and loved the game, and then I'm like, oh yeah, thinking about some weird ass pills going in a jar from Mario, and the pills are the size of his arm, and
he's chucking them down. Yeah, it's a little strange, but yeah, no, that's one of them. I know I'm gonna throw out another one. Loco Roco on the PSP. The game itself was, I don't call it. It's not strange or weird, but it's an interesting concept, right? You only use 3 buttons on your controller. Well, I guess on your PSP at the time. And left, right, double up left and right on the shoulder buttons to jump, and a circle to make your guy shrink down to multiple pieces. But it was just this giant blob that you're rolling around collecting stuff, right? So it's cool. It's fun. Kids love it. We've been playing through it. I bought the hard copy of it for the PS4 when they did the remaster. I got it from Japan. No English on it, so it makes it a little bit difficult for me to understand what the F is going on. But, we just take it as it is.
Yeah, man.
So I'll throw this next one over to you, Steve. What are you thinking?
Well, just to keep with the theme of blobs, how about a boy and his blob from the NES? The concept just messed. The game was kind of cool and awesome. You basically fed this blob, your pet blob, jelly beans, and he gained different abilities and things he could do. So depending on the color of jelly bean you gave him is what he could do. But that I always thought was weird. Like, I remember renting the game and seeing it. I'm like, boy, this blob, what the hell? And at that time, the only blob I could think of was the movie The Blob.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be like that, and no, boy, was I wrong. The blob's a good thing, not a bad thing in this game.
I see. Like, I only ever played the Boy and His Blob on the Wii when they did the sequel or remaster or whatever it was on the Wii. But yeah, you're 100% right. You're just running around feeding jelly beans to this white blob.
Great concept. It's kind of fun.
Again, sticking with things that are round and blobbish, and pills.
You better not say
Pac-Man.
Yeah, right. Actually, true. So, Pac-Man, like, what the hell is that thing supposed to be? Is it a pizza chomping? But yeah, like Pac-Man, what the hell was that supposed to be? Like a pizza eating chunk, like, or a ball? Because they changed him to a ball later on when they did the show. Not that much later on, but man, Pac-Man, what the hell is he?
Yeah, exactly. Just a yellow sun-looking circle that eats white dots of think they're pills. Then he eats like cherries to be healthy, and then Chase go. Yeah, it's like
and then power pellets. Like, what the hell are those?
So. Yeah, exactly. More drugs, gamers, and the drugs.
So I'm going to mention one that's right. Seriously, actually, I had tracking back to that a little bit. I used to have the Pac-Man board game, and so
nice.
It was like a plastic Pac-Man about this big, and you had white marbles all over the board and 4 yellow ones for the corners, and you'd push down and it would pop inside. I don't remember the rules anymore and how the ghosts work, but I just remember you picked up all these marbles going around. And
right on.
Anyway, one of my wife's favorite games back in the day, and I thought it was the stupidest game I ever seen, but then I played it and I got addicted for a little bit. It's Katamari Damacy. That game just like you just start with a tiny speck of garbage and start rolling things. Whatever you roll in gets into the ball and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's the game, to see how you can get this ball eventually running over people and cows and cars and trees. And like, what the hell? But it was fun. It was a fun game. It was just weird.
Wow, yeah, 100%. I do recall playing that. It's a strange concept of a game. Hey, you're cleaning the planet one roll at a time, right? So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I bought the remastered on the PS4 a few years ago, and jumped back into it. But yeah, I remember it on PS2 and was like, what the shit?
That's where we played it. So.
Yeah, talking about some weird games. Another one is Seaman on the Sega Dreamcast.
I was saving that one for you.
I know we've talked about it in the past on this show, but nothing like Leonard Nimoy talking to you about
right.
how shitty you're doing at saving his fish man. And
I played that for a while, and I was just, it is creepy, and I almost, it's basically just Tamagotchi, except it speaks back to you and these fish with faces and Leonard Nimoy voice. Like, it's so weird.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, a good reminder. I need to jump back into my Seaman and see how he's doing.
I don't think he's alive.
I don't think
reverse the clock.
Yeah, I don't think I hatched him in time. I put the water up too high. I didn't read the manual, so
I remember all that stuff. Yeah,
back in the day when you have to read manuals to know what you had to do. So yeah,
and the story in the background of the game.
Yeah, that's it. What about you, good sir?
So this one drives me nuts because the kids love it to death, and I just think it's the stupidest game ever. But Job Simulator is just weird ass game where you go into office and it's just like type, drink coffee, and like 5 o'clock is over, like meet you at the weekend barbecue. Like, it's just so bizarre and weird, and they love it to death. And
no, wait till they get into an office and realize how
much it is in real life.
Yeah, exactly. The other one, to talk about that one, I mean, yeah, you have it on the list. I never played that, so I've heard of it. The other one is Goat Simulator, which is another game I never played.
God damn, my kids have played that to death. My nephews.
I can't. I mean, I know a lot of people love that game, but I can't. I just can't.
It is bad, but
bad. It's not the goat game. Get it?
No.
Greatest of all time. Goat,
no, it's literally you're a goat. You flip people around with your tongue, and you climb up buildings or jump in hot tubs or kill everyone at a dance party. Like, it's just bizarre.
Jeez.
But it's the kids love it and they're addicted to it, and your tongue goes like super long. You can flip people around. It's bizarre, but Yeah, good call on the weirdo there one.
The other one on we are talking about, kind of animals and stuff. Pikmin, which I don't think it's weird. I really enjoyed it, but it is a
So did
kind of
I. It
strange
is.
concept, right? And
Well,
the
you're
way,
plants, right? And you're pulling them by their head out. And...
yeah, hey, you throw them at insects and watch them die, and their
yeah.
ghosts fly up. But it's cool. It all came from Miyamoto, just like gardening, and he was like, "Oh, this is a cool concept. Maybe I can make this into a game." And then goes and makes it into a game. Kids loved it. I was
I gotta bleep that, but Jesus.
I played that with the kids. Pikmin 3 Deluxe when they re-released it on the Switch, and played it with the kids. I think Maddie loved it. She loves that game, but yeah, it's another strange one.
Yeah, I picked it up on a whim because I didn't have any GameCube games. There wasn't much out. And I picked it up and I actually got into it, liked it for a while. But it was weird. I'm like, all these different colored plants that do different things, and they're sentient and tiny, and pulling them out of the ground. And so I'm running out of things that I think are weird. I put a bunch of stuff up. There's definitely games I could think of a lot, but I guess kind of weird, but kind of cool. I'd say WarioWare, because that's a fun game. Kind of like a fun party game, but it's weird, like the games you played.
Oh yeah, I know. Funny enough, we were playing it over the weekend while we were in Toronto. The Switch version. Kathy was like, "This is not the WarioWare I remember on the DS," but it is very, very strange. All the mini games just crazy over the top, which kind of.
That's a selling point, really.
That exactly right. It sits with Wario. Sticking to Nintendo, Donkey Konga that you have on here. I mean, strange. Yeah, it was. The game itself was great. Jungle Beats I would put in there as one of those weird ones, using the bongos to play. But hey, you know what, man? Donkey Konga was just like DDR. Dance
it's a rhythm game, just like you could say. For weird games, I didn't mention it, but Papa the Rappa.
Yeah.
Right. And there's another one where you got to do it's one of the first rhythm games, really. But to get your rap going, you had to get your button timing right. And you can even say the Taiko Drum Master is another one for the PS2, that one. At least it's a drum, though. But man, playing that game, when the red note appears, hit the side of the tackle, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you're doing it, boom, boom. I was like, oh, this is horrible.
I mean, thinking of that one too. That's kind of like the Proper the Rapper, right? Just the lyrics in it. It's like, I smell, you smell like cheese, but rotten feet or something like, you know what I mean? Like, just ridiculous.
Did you ever play Mr. Mosquito?
No. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. How was that? No, I
didn't play it. I threw it on the list because I remember even seeing it when I worked back at EB in the day. I'm not playing that game. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. But I kind of wish I did just to check it out. But,
well, it's kind of like one that's not on our list is Octodad. I don't know if you ever played Octodad.
Oh, yeah, I have. That game is actually kind of fun. But annoying.
Fucking sticking his arm, legs everywhere. You have to control. Yeah, like flopping around. Yeah. Games that have ridiculous concepts. Hey, man, Pokemon's kind of weird.
Pocket Monster.
How do you catch these animals that are like thousands of pounds and they just shrink into
mass displacement, just like Transformers?
A ball that you catch it like this big, and then when you put it on your hip, it goes this big, and this thing is 15 times the size of you. All right. Yeah.
Mass displacement, just like Transformers, man.
That's it. But yeah, man, I'm sure there's so many more games on the list that could be considered weird or strange. Mm-hmm. If anyone has any additional ones that we've missed, I'm sure we have.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's been a while since I've been able to say Leisure Suit Larry on our show, so Leisure Suit Larry. Truth.
Now we wait for another 3 months before you can say it again, Steve.
Damn it.
I mean, if there's anything else, guys, that we're missing, or gals, feel free to throw it in the comments so we can recall them and say thank you. But Steve, man, I don't know if you have anything else on the list or anything else you want to talk about.
Not really. We could probably move on. I mean, the one game I was going to mention, but I haven't really played it. I've only just seen it. Is Attack of the Mutant Penguins on the Atari Jaguar.
No.
And I think they really were just going for the shock value of the name. It's kind of, if I remember right, it was sort of like a button masher rhythm type thing. But
No.
I was neglecting to say it just because I don't have the experience with it. But what the hell kind of name is that?
Yeah.
But no, that's it, man. I'm good to wrap this one up. But our weird games. What do you guys think?
Our weird games. Yeah. Let us know what you think. Add into the comments in the video below. Comments below. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening to us, just, tell us in your head while you're listening, stuff like that. But anyways, Steve, good
As
sir.
Always, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for talking with us. Talking with me and enjoying a nice brewski. But yeah, good sir.
All right, sign off time. Let's see if we can time it this time. As always, keep collecting.
Keep gaming.
And
keep safe.
Booyah.
Close enough.